I started Matrix Construction 22 years ago, and I'm a carpenter. My dad's a retired carpenter from Chicago. I grew up in the business, and I've been in it my whole life.
The Lynches had worked with Matrix Construction in the past. This was my first experience with Matrix.
We love our new house here on the lake. It's everything that we always wanted. It's a great place, and we're so happy with it. But I'm about relationships. I like relationships. I like work with people that I know in business and in other aspects of life.
This project in particular for the Lynch family was perfect. Great clients that I'd known for years. I've watched their children grow up. We go back a long ways. I've worked with them for 12, 14 years. And they introduced me to Bob Daverman, their friend and architect, U of M guy, who is a great talent, and we just really got along well.
The Lynches had worked with Matrix Construction in the past. This was my first experience with Matrix and with their crew, and it was a fabulous experience. But it started really with the initial design concept that we were going to remodel the Lynch cottage. It was something that had years of memories for them. It had a great layout, and but was going to have substantial renovations, remodelings, and additions placed onto it. Todd and his crew, Michelle, were able to, at a very early stage with my schematic designs, estimate the house. We found it was about 85% the price of a new house, and we would be able to solve a lot of the inherent issues of living on a lake shore and the rough environment that you're in that situation, by building new, and the Lynches decided to do that.
So when it came time for us to do this huge project down here at the lake, we thought of no one else but Todd. I also have a relationship with our architect, Bob Daverman, and Bob is an old friend of mine that has been for a long time.
This project I've called the jewelry box, as the finishes are so detailed and new to me. We were really challenged here, and they pressed the limits of different materials and abilities, and I think we excelled. The house is holding up really well, and this is a brutal environment on the lakeshore.
When Bob was sketching things together and doing what he does, he asked me about what we should do for a builder. Should we bid it out? What do you want to do? And I said, no, I don't think we need to do that. I think we call Todd. I want the guys from Matrix to do it, and that'll be fine. Bob said, great. He had heard of Todd.
The ideal projects for us are our new home construction. We do some large-scale remodels, but we're pretty much into the residential. It's got to be tasteful projects for good people, and that's the perfect match.
The basic architecture of this house is arts and crafts. It's a shingle type of house with a stone base, a board and batten siding that comes up to the second-story windowsills, and then cedar shingles above that. Very large overhangs that are buttressed with posts, and this harkens back to the green and green design also.
Well, Todd and his group of employees at Matrix Construction did everything we wanted them to do. They were great in understanding what we wanted done, very, very succinct in explaining to us what was going to happen, also in all the costs involved, which of course is very confusing to people that aren't used to doing this sort of thing, as my wife and I aren't. So everything was made very simple for us by Todd and all of his people.
Some people are leery of building a new home. They'd rather find one already established, but it really can be a fun process. The relationship with the owners and the process doesn't have to be painful. It can be exciting and fun, shopping for materials and finishes. And with those relationships, we end up with a happy result, as most of my friends are former customers. We don't warranty things for a year, we warranty it forever. If there's a workmanship problem, we stand behind it, because these people are my pals in the end, and the biggest compliment is when we get invited to that dinner party years later.